What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of Love and Hip Hop Miami. Okay, this is season 3, episode 9. Next week is the finale for Love and Hip Hop, um, New York. So is this the Love and Hip Hop Miami finale next week as well? I haven't watched the whole episode through, so I don't know. But anyway, let's just get into it. So we start off with Chameleon. She's in the rehearsal space, in the studio. She's rehearsing, doing her little show, whatever. And then Sukiyana, she shows up. And first of fucking all, Suki, you put them shits on. You put them goddamn shoes on when you was in the car. Okay, you put them shits on when you was in the car when you just pulled up because you wanted some dramatic effects. Okay, you trying to be funny, whatever. Cause bitch, if you couldn't walk in the shoes when you put them on in the house, why the fuck you got them on? Okay, but I will say, even though sometimes I can't take Suki and all her antics or whatever, I do love the female camaraderie that Chameleon, Hood Brat, and Suki do have together. I do love that. Instead of them being on here fighting each other, going at each other, trying to be like, I'm better than you and all this shit, they really trying to get together and show, that we can all get together and go get a bag together, go get this money together, and we can work together, and we can be cool and friends together. You know what I'm saying? So I do like that aspect of their relationship. And they supposed to be meeting Alvin, okay? Alvin came up there, yeah, bitch. I heard that you wanted a tour manager or whatever, and road manager or whatever, and I'm your bitch, girl, okay? Because I'm the one that's gonna take you to the top. I was working with Trina, and I can do this, and I took her to the world, okay? I said I love it when a bitch try to pump themselves up and make themselves more than what they really are, okay? And that is motherfucking Alvin. When they told Alvin, you gonna go fry me some ribs. I don't know why it took me out, but it took me out. Okay. He show up Hood Brat in the studio doing some music or whatever. So that's why she not there. She's actually working. Chameleon was working, by doing her rehearsal and all that stuff. Suki is because they beating up with Alvin. And Alvin, he talks just like Trina, 1,000 miles an hour, because he's trying to truly sell himself, okay? To make these girls know that, bitch, I'm finna take you to the top. I'm finna do all this shit for you. I'm finna make you this. I already secured a date for y'all, a tour date. You can call it a little concert date or whatever. You can call it whatever you want, but it's a tour date. We're gonna call it a tour date, and it's gonna be up in Homestead, and it's gonna be at this place where it's their first hip hop night, and I already got the bag secure, and we're gonna work on the back end when we get there, whatever. I got y'all hotel stuff set up and everything. And then they let him know that, Bobby Lights is supposed to come on as the MC or whatever. I said, how is this gonna work? Because Bobby and Alvin don't get along. Well, Alvin said, they had their differences in the past or whatever, but when Trina's mother passed away, they came together and was like, you know what, we just need to come together and we need to dead this whole issue. It's petty or whatever between us, and we can be cordial, we can be cool or whatever. And Alvin's still throwing little shots or whatever. Just make sure that he don't get up in my way or whatever and all this shit. He can do whatever he want to do, but just make sure he don't get up in my way. And then at this point, Tip come in and she looking like, what the fuck is he doing here? Okay, like y'all really finna put him on as y'all tour manager, like road manager, tour manager, whichever manager you want to say. Like, what experience do he really have? Just because you was around a person don't mean that you have that experience and that qualification, because that's not what you was brought on to do. Just because you see somebody doing it, you think that you can do it too. No, baby, that's not necessarily the case, okay? Because it's probably some more ins and outs and stuff that you got to work through that you don't know of. But she talking about that, and then they get into the whole thing with Saucy Santana and why she wasn't allowed in the party. She said basically that shit was childish. Okay, I thought he wanted to talk to me. That's what y'all said, and was like, yeah, um, hmm, interesting. I'm sorry. Let me take that on for somebody to be like, damn, bitch, that was all up in my ear. Y'all know y'all sensitive. Y'all got some sensitive ass ears, okay? Y'all got some sensitive sensibilities, bitch. When you see this, I'm putting it on silent. Okay. Okay. So anyway, yeah, and then she was like, that boy got some issues or whatever that he needs to figure out. And then she said either that he needs to figure out or that she needs to figure out. Sis needs to figure out. And Sukiana picked up on that shit right quick. She said, "Oh, bitch, they gonna get your ass for that one. Okay, they gonna get your ass for saying that one." I said, "Yeah." Okay, cause Saucy, he do like to dress up in the nails, and sometimes y'all seen that recent picture of him with that wig on. Girl, he like his little upper body out, you know what I'm saying? He had his little crop top on last week or whatever. He liked a little dress or something here and there, but he don't necessarily identify as a woman. So I don't know if she was just trying to be funny or whatever, but I'm not gonna go too deep into it. But yeah, Suki picked up on that shit, was like, girl, they gonna get your ass for that one. Okay. But it is what it is. That's how Tiff feel. He petty. If he want to be all the shit, we can talk whatever. But if not, oh the fuck well. Moving on from that. Um, moving on from that, we get this whole thing with Oh Jesus, who was it? Um, I don't know why I keep on hitting blanks and shit. Let me go back. Oh yeah, Amara and Prima Donna. That's what it was. So they meet up and you know, Prima Donna like, hey girl, how you doing? Mind you, Prima Donna and Amara, they not friends like that. They're on their way of trying to become and work on a friendship because they literally just met a couple weeks ago. And already you feel comfortable enough telling this person that don't know you from scratch, your business and everything. Girl, guess what? I mean, the first time, last week you told her all about MJ and the shit that's going on. I wouldn't tell no stranger no shit like that. Even if I met you a couple of times already, we ain't on that level. But okay, if that's how you feel comfortable doing, that's how you feel comfortable doing. But Ashley just wouldn't. You know what I'm saying? But in this situation, Amara was like, girl, guess what? He done brought me a goddamn fur baby, okay? And so at this point, Prima Donna was like, oh, I know what you was talking about, you feeling smothered and all this stuff, whatever. Hold up. I did not say that I feel smothered. I said that I just need to take a step back. It was like, okay, cool, calm down. I mean, it is what it is. While they talking and it's going on a cute little way or whatever, here comes Annie. I said, uh-oh, what's going on with this? Me and Amara looked up like, what's happening? Okay, Amara was caught off guard. And she was like, this is MJ's ex from years and years and years ago. We had to put a little emphasis on the fact that it was years and years and years ago. And so at this point, Amara was like, hold up. I understand that this is your friend, but didn't you think that you should have told me first? Because I had no idea that she was coming. Like, what the fuck is the point? Okay, I'm with Amara. Like, bitch, don't pop up. If we supposed to do dinner, we supposed to be going out, I'm the bitch that say who all gonna be there. Because that's going to determine whether or not I want to come out with you and if I really want to deal with some other people. Because, baby, you better be glad that I accepted the fact that I want to come out and meet you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm a homebody like a bitch, okay? And don't just pop up. Don't just bring other people on me. I don't like being around people like that. Social anxiety and shit like that, my nerves and everything. And I'm not a conversation type of bitch when I don't know you. Don't pop no bitch on me. And then Annie was like, girl, listen, it's understandable and I get that, but I'm just here to tell you some shit about your man, okay? Like, I ain't really trying to go in or whatever. Amara was like, first of fucking all, you telling me some shit as if I don't know what's going on with my man, and it feel like you still holding on to some shit if you went with him years and years ago. Like, what the fuck, okay? And I was like, I get you, Amara, you caught you off guard, and I would have felt the same way, like, bitch, why are you talking to me about my man or whatever, and you not even with him? Why are you still holding on to that hurt? Let that hurt go, boo, and let me figure my shit out myself. I said, Amara, baby, this is what happens when you open up your mouth to people, okay? And this what happened. The floodgates come open and all the tea comes spilling the fuck out. And that's exactly what happened. Annie said, listen, because I see you going down the same path that I went down, because I've been there, baby, and I've done that. Do he have a job? Nobody has ever mentioned that or answered that question yet. If he has a job, okay? And I'm like, do you got a job, MJ? Because I don't never see you working. You are always underneath Amara. Annie went down the line, bitch. I was a single mother. I was taking care of this motherfucker. We was together for 3 years. He was living with me. I said, oop. Living with Amara in her mama's house, Amara looked like she taking care of all the bills, okay? Now he want to make money off of Amara by trying to be her manager. Oh, check, check, check. Okay, and so Annie's like, listen, he ain't gonna be the one that's gonna be around when the money dry up. If you can't do nothing for you, for him or whatever, he ain't gonna do shit. Okay, he ain't gonna be there to pay the mortgage or whatever. That motherfucker wanted me to do all this shit, and I put my money in, and I did all this stuff. Okay, and I don't want sympathy because I'm the one that did it. Because Amara did point out and said, but you the one that did that. Okay, you put that on your own self. I was like, yeah, and she realized that. But because when you in love, you do stupid things. And he was like, that motherfucker is manipulative as fuck, okay, and all this shit. Annie went down the goddamn line. And at this point, Amara was like, I'm trying to understand why the fuck is she telling me this shit? But I want to go off, but then again, I don't because this is stuff that I've been feeling for a while and I've been actually seeing. And I said, girl, what you gonna do, bitch? The fuck you gonna do, bitch? I said in that scene, you finna fuck up the dynamic. Cause now if they break up, it's like, damn, is he sitting here plotting and scheming? And if he plotting and scheming to get with Amara to go on her little coattails or whatever, and Amara catches on, what the fuck about Bucky? You mean to tell me Bucky didn't know? Okay, did Bucky set them up? Like, did she have some play in this shit? Girl, you just don't know. This shit gets deep. Oh my god, y'all, I cannot wait until Rocks. I am so sorry. I cannot wait until Rox do this because y'all know Roxanne for is Rox on here. If y'all are not subscribed to her, please go subscribe to her. For the number 4, it's ITROX, bitch. She is hilarious when it comes to these reenactments with Amara, okay? When I tell you she is gonna go in with the telenovela, bitch, you better. After I done put this out here, bitch, you better, okay? Girl, it was a telenovela soap opera if I did not see one. When I say the dramatics of all telenovelas plus the Tyler Perry goddamn show, it was like the haves and the have-nots in all the Spanish shows put the fucking together, bitch. Okay, Young and the Restless and everything. I said, what is going on? Now, I wanted to feel so bad for Amara when she came in the house and she was going off, baby. But I was laughing my ass off because it was so fucking dramatic. And I shouldn't be because you shouldn't laugh at other people's pain. But damn, bitch. When I say dramatic, bitch, dramatic, okay? Girl, Amara came in the house. MJ, I need to talk to you. So I just came back from talking to Annie, your ex. And she telling me all of these things. All of these things, okay? All of these things that I've been living and I've been afraid to say. I've been feeling so long, but I've been afraid to say, okay? What are you gonna do? I said, wait a minute. She said, bitch, do you know how I feel to be embarrassed to have another woman tell me about my man and his past? I said, girl, what you doing? We gonna just go off a rip right there. You ain't even gonna ask him nothing. You just gonna go in, bitch. Who pays the bill? Who do this? Who do that? I said, Amara, go off. Go off. And she just continued to go off. And I was just sitting here like, oh, shit. MJ was like, what? What? So you gonna let another bitch that ain't even been up in my life for a long time come in and say some shit? It was like, the bills getting paid, ain't they? The bills getting paid. I know they getting paid because I'm the one that paying. I said, bitch, she the one that's paying the bills. Okay? She the one that's putting all the shit out there. He's like, everything that I do for you. That's what I do. They're like, I'm embarrassed. I'm embarrassed. But what are you doing now? What are you doing now? How did you make money? Girl, he was like, I had a fucking record contract back in the day. That's how I was making money. Okay, I'm human. I'm human. I fall down. You gonna come in and you gonna let somebody else tell you some shit? That's what you gonna do? All this shit that I done for you? All this shit that I done for you? I only been here for you. Okay, my heart only beat for you, bitch. I was like, hold up. He wanted to say that shit, bitch. When we get mad, shit just started flying out. I said, you talking like a true scammer right here. Amara was like, listen, I'm younger than you. I'm younger than you, and I still been out here doing shit better than you. What are you talking about? Because, bitch, I'm human too, okay? What I need you to do, I think you know what you need to do, bitch. You already know what it's going, huh? You already know what it's going. And he was like, uh-huh. And then he go upstairs and he knocking shit down. Mind you, Mama done came down like, what the fuck happened? And we hear him just knocking shit down. Don't you be breaking shit up in my house. Don't you be breaking shit up in my motherfucking house. I said, oh, damn. And then when she stood there with that finger up, said, and sing, bitch. The assistant came out of nowhere hugging her. I said, damn, bitch, I didn't even know, Amara, you making cash like that you got an assistance and everything. Okay, girl, I see why he wanted to scam up on your ass. I was like, girl, what is going on? This is a telenovela. If I did not see one, it was so dramatic. And it was so good at the same time. Okay. Mama went upstairs trying to talk to him. Well, listen, trying to see. He was like, I do everything for that girl. My heart beat for that girl. Is she the only one that I want to do this? Okay, yes, I had a past. Okay, you gonna judge me for the shit that I had done in my past? And I'm not even doing that shit no more. I'm for her. That's what she don't understand that I'm for her. Okay, but your past comes up and, for Amara, it's still a lot. Maybe you just need to leave for a little bit. That's what you need to do. Go to a hotel you need for a little bit. Bitch, when Amara was downstairs, Mama said you need to calm down. You need to calm down because you don't want to spike your blood pressure, okay? I said, you don't want the shit to happen, okay? You want that to happen. Girl, when he said, I don't guess I ain't got nothing else to do but to go to a hotel, I'm going to let you think about it because he was like, yo, can we talk? Can we talk? But listen, let me tell you something. At the end of the day, I'm going to get my girl back. We going to work this shit out. You ain't going nowhere. I ain't going nowhere. You mine forever. Bitch, when he said that shit, I looked up and I said, that's abusive tease. Ooh, I don't like that language. And he leaving out, Amara, we gonna get this shit back. I said, no the fuck. Amara, run. Bucky, you mean to tell me that you ain't know your brother was a scammer like this? Girl, you part of it too? You part of it too? Girl, what's happening? Ooh, listen, bitch, I gotta go shopping because I'm tired of these big ass clothes. Anyway, I brought me an outfit. Y'all be having shit. I just don't feel like putting it on. Anyway, I ain't wore this in a long time, and I did not realize that it was gonna be this fucking big on me, bitch. Like I really see how far away I came, but I still got a long way to go. As soon as I get through with this, I'm gonna go and get my little workout in or whatever. But back to the show, okay? After the dramatics that happened, you know what I'm saying? So we get this whole scene where we gotta calm it down a little bit. You know what I'm saying? We gotta calm it down a little bit. Give us back to reality. We bring Trina in. She's at this little restaurant. She's waiting on Joy. Joy pops up. And, Trina just trying to recalibrate. She's trying to figure things out. She don't know whether or not she want to go ahead with this album and try to put the stuff back out. What she want to do musically. She's still in a turmoil going on with the whole album situation being poured and all that shit. So she trying to figure that out. Plus, she's still grieving the death of her mother. And Joy, she sees this and she just want to lighten up her cousin's day. That's what she wanted her mood to be lightened. And she said, what if we just go to the Bahamas? Because Trina's mother is from the Bahamas. They have family out there. And they just, she just wants them to visit and, to have a good time. And at first, Trina, she just wasn't here for it. They brought up the fact that, the mother didn't want her, to have a funeral. So what they had was a celebration of life. And so, it was like, your mama will want us to come out here and to be happy and to, just have fun, have a good time. And then, so at this point, Joy convinced her to just give in and say, yes, okay, we can go to the Bahamas. We can see that, let's have a good time. Let's bring Bobby because he can make us laugh and all that stuff. He'll probably get on my nerves, but he'll lighten the mood and make us laugh and make it fun. We can also probably bring Trick because he needs this too, try to get away from all the stuff that he's been going through, his health trouble, his legal troubles, all of that stuff. Joy was on the fence about that. I'm going to have to wear this and wear that, be covered up and all this shit from him. But of course, everything's all to the good with that. Then we get to, Hood Brat. She getting out the car, Bobby getting out of the car. They meeting up with Sukiana and Chameleon. They trying to figure out, because they supposed to be on their way to this tour date. They trying to figure out where the hell Alvin at. Alvin shows up in this van. And Suki talk about something. This ain't no sprinter. This ain't no sprinter, bitch. You ain't a sprinter type of bitch yet, okay? You want a sprinter, put your money together, and you get you a sprinter. But, baby, you ain't that type of bitch yet, okay? And so, beggars can't be choosers at this point. You know what I'm saying? You ain't on that level, and so get your ass in the van and let's go, do what you got to do. So, Stookie and them, they show up at the motel that they supposed to be at. And, you know, it is a motel. Ooh, I can't wait to get my hair done. I hate when it gets to this level. Like, it just unbearable. But anyway, they get to the hotel, and it's a motel, and it's a raggedy motel at that. Now, see, on the one hand, I get, like, you know, she was doing the fucking most at one point. They was doing the fucking most. But when they actually went up into that goddamn hotel, that motel bitch, and when they showed us the goddamn shower and all that, oh hell no, bitch. And when they pulled the goddamn covers back and that bug was on there, baby, I don't know if that was a bed bug or whatever the fuck it was, bitch. Ashley would have left too. And I get what Hood Brad is talking about, bitch. You know, if you really about this bag and if you really about, you know, being on this tour and making your music and being serious, whatever, you would stay, you would do this, you would just go ahead and get dressed and all that stuff. But bitch, I ain't trying to bring home critters, okay? Like Suki said, bitch, I'm ghetto, but bitch, I ain't dressing up in a motel where they prostitute and shit, all that type of ghetto. That ain't me, bitch. I would have left too. Okay, fuck you mean. You know, I'm too paranoid for shit like that. Hell no. And so moving on from that, you get MJ going over there to Bucky place. Yo, sis, I didn't even know that you was gonna be over here. What's going on with you? Yo, like, just got into it with Amara. Like, she went out there to meet up with Prima Donna, and she come home and she crying and shit, and she coming at me because Ann is there. Ann who? Ann from 10 years ago. And like, bitch, let me ask this question, because Amara was like, I'm younger than you. I'm younger than you. I was like, bitch, how old is MJ? How old is MJ? And MJ still out here chasing waterfalls, okay? You need to chase some rivers and get a real job. That's what you need to do. You and your little pimp hats. Let me tell you something. Girl, what exactly do you do, MJ? You talk about some, you an artist. You may hear me. You may know of me. You may not. Bitch, we don't know you. We never knew of you before this show, okay? Hell, I didn't even really know that Bucky had a goddamn brother because I wasn't checking for Bucky, so I wouldn't care, okay? Like, no, sir. Okay, what is happening? You up here trying to make yourself feel so bad, you know, and she coming at me and she talking down on me about I ain't never did this and I ain't never did that. And I understand Amara going through what she going through and all this shit, but, you know, she ain't have my back and she just coming at my head about this. And it was like, you know, Bucky, like, first of all, I've been there for Amara. I've been a supporter of her. I've been a fan of hers and all that stuff. But she should never let no bitch come in talking about her man. But if she feeling the same way, she ain't necessarily let him talk. She let him talk, but how am I going to defend something that I've been feeling the same way about? I'm not going to be stupid enough to do no shit like that. And that's where it's coming from. You know what I'm saying? And then she was like, but at the end of the day, if you want your girl, you got to fight for her and all that shit. That's what you need to do. And he was like, you know, I get the bag. Sometimes the bag is light, sometimes it's not, you know, and I understand she trying to get established herself, okay? But, you know, sometimes stuff don't work out the way that we want them to work out. People may know me, you may not know me. We don't, okay? And I'm just sitting here like, MJ, give it up. Give it a rest. Bitch, Mona and them playing all day, okay? Mona and them, they the one that hooked this shit up. You can't tell me no difference. I don't know what's going on. You got Bobby Lights, Hood Brat, and Alvin in the car on the way to the place that they supposed to be performing at, right? And it's called Last Chance Saloon or whatever. So they get there, bitch, and it just looked deserted as fuck, okay? Outside just looked creepy as shit. Inside, you know, you just knew it wasn't gonna be that much better, okay? They worrying about where Sukiana and Chameleon at, and they get in the place. It's like a little country hick place, okay? No offense, but that's what it was, you know. And they looking at them, and they like, okay. Hood Rat is like, my thing is, I don't have no problem performing my music in front of white folks. It's just that there is nobody really here, okay? And did you hear when it was like, it's only like 5 people here, and that dude walked past and was like, I'm one of them, I'm one of them. And so they trying to get the stuff together. They getting drinks and stuff. Hood Rat like, bitch, it's a fly up in my drink. You know, Chameleon and Suki finally show up. She was like, bitch, I'm Sukiana, and I got fucking standards, and this ain't it, okay? Now I understand you got to start off from the fucking bottom, okay, to get to the top, but god damn. This is not good. This is not a good look, Alvin. Trina will fucking never, okay? But you know, they get there and Chameleon then got a friend, okay? That white lady that was all up on her, they smacking ass, they hugging and shit. She was already lit. Another lady up in there already fucking lit. So Bobby like, fuck this shit, let's go ahead and get this show on the road. So they get ready to fucking perform. And what did Hood Brat say? They was like coming to the stage, Hood Brat, you know, and she was like, who would like to get they something, something? And then next thing you know, you saw that dude go, like, what the fuck did you just say? And then Hood Rat was like, no. Oh, I said, oh my God. You have to assess the situation and know your audience, baby. So, Hood Bread get up there, she perform her shit. You know, you can see the crowd trying to warm up a little bit. They trying to get like, what the fuck is this? And then Chameleon get up there. Suki said she wasn't performing, okay? She said, fuck this shit. And I like the fact that Chameleon was the only one, like, Hood Bread was in her professional, like, business type mode. Chameleon was in her, like, bitch, I'm still an artist, and bitch, they paid me, so a crowd is a fucking crowd. I'm gonna fucking go off and I'm gonna still be me and have a good ass time doing it. You know, she was like giddy and hyped for it. You know, she get up there twerking or whatever. She get all on the counter. She get on the pool table, you know, and the crowd started loosening up or whatever. And then Suki didn't want to perform. And so at this point, they was cheering her name. You know, they got a little chant going, Suki, Suki. And so she started performing or whatever. And the crowd was dancing and everything. I said, they gonna go home and fuck. But, you know, like Hood Brad said, I understand you can be mad and you have every right to be mad, but you know, you being paid to do this. So go ahead and do what you gotta do at this point. And they did what they had to do. And like they said, Alvin, your ass is fired. That shit was funny to me. I don't give a fuck. It was funny. But anyway, y'all tell me how y'all felt about this episode. Y'all, and I will see y'all later. Peace.